walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dropping back, it's Ennis. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David, a lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air on second down. Fires left. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. To adjust the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Let's talk about Alabama. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. he's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ennis. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Rebels are on the move. Got a man, it's Keene.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Cruz. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-line, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of the guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen in the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you need hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. A play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did his job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
That's caught. It's Keene. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking for a man. It's Ennis. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very...
He lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Man, nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin.
Touchdown Tide! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Going to take a shot. He's got it on the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a short tackle.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Turner. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
And the Rebels are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Defense in press coverage. Now the play fake. Trying to bull his way in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well.
Continues to fight for yards. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. Motion from the back. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The give to the tailback. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 67 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal.
22, water. 414 satellite. 414 satellite.
They'll go to the air. Hauls it in with one hand. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He leaves it with his back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got a little space.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game...
There he goes! All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Get it out on the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Fights off the defender. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds his open man. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Using his legs, it's Cruz. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. To throw, it's Ennis. That's reeled in, it's Everett. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, and making the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Slams ahead. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill and be physical. They try to get on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers are not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing the 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Striving for the goal line, loose football. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown, but he puts it on the ground. Everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot. Somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Melton. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Alabama! They move on top here in the 4th. This is like a baseball pitcher that you can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 18 over New Mexico. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Looking for a crease to the left. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very aggro. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
To throw, it's Ennis. Snagged in the middle, it's Turner. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Looking for a huge play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Complete downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. To the air, it's Ennis. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have...
Go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They want that clock to run. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Going over the top. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Trying to take it back.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Got his man all by himself. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
Plows through the defense. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Team able to wrestle him down. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.